This is Chip Means from Healthcare IT News. I'm here at the Nuance booth, and Victor's going to show me the Dragon Medical Enterprise Network Edition.
Very good. So I think that the first thing I'd like to start with is to think of Dragon as an input device. The idea is that we are the input that allows physicians to more effectively, easily document within the electronic medical record. So what I have here is sort of a simple EMR that we use for demos. You're not looking at Dragon per se, you're looking at a EMR, and which allows us to show this idea of Dragon being an input device. So in terms of Dragon is simply, as I said, an input device. When you think about Dragon as an application, what you're going to see is pretty much the little microphone here. That tells you that Dragon is active. Okay. Then we have a handheld microphone called the Power Mic, which allows me to not only dictate into it, but also as a mouse. So I can control my mouse in the application in sort of a hybrid mode. I can use speech, and I can also use the mouse to move around as needed. And so the physician would basically come in, and rather than typing into the EMR, they can use voice to dictate much more easily and tell the story much more efficiently. The patient is a 35-year-old Hispanic male who comes to the emergency department complaining of back pain period. So, as you can see, I just dictated a sentence of an HPI, and it came right out. I can continue dictating, or I can make changes. Changes I can make using speech, or I can use a combination of mouse and speech to make changes. In this case, I'll use voice. Let's say that instead of back pain, I wanted this to be lower back pain. I can easily say, insert before back, lower. The physician can easily add and change edit text using voice as well. Dragon also allows us to automate certain tasks. For example, if a physician has different statements that they use all the time, why dictate them every time? Perhaps a voice command to automate that process, that could be ideal. So I can do things like this. New paragraph, pain 7. So very easily I can insert a pain statement with level 7 indicating the pain level for that particular patient. I can do, or I can say any number from 0 to 10 to indicate pain, but everything else is the same. So,
and you can assign those as custom chunks of text that are just associated with that one voice command?
Correct. You can do commands that are specific to the user. You can build commands that are specific to a department. So these are highly customizable by physicians as well if they want to create them on the fly.
Okay.
Now, the other thing that I think is worth, we've been focusing on the physician side of things, but perhaps we want to talk about how IT organizations can benefit from some of the new features of Dragon Network Edition. So, part of the Network Edition version is what we call the Nuance Management Console, which allows IT organizations to centrally manage a Dragon as an enterprise system. And for example, in terms of setup, you are enabled to create a hierarchy, if you will, of users, with the organization being the main site or the main institution, moving down to sites, then groups, say cardiology, ED, down to the user. So with that ability to slice and dice users, you can manage more effectively rights and different elements of Dragon that you would otherwise have to manage at the local level. So the Network Edition simplifies that process by giving you this tool. You can manage licensing from this tool, and you can manage things like the acoustic optimization process, roaming user, all of it through a centralized platform that enables IT to easily, more cost-effectively manage Dragon as an enterprise system.